Kim Kardashian and Lewis Hamilton were spotted arriving at a Paris hotel together. And the details are exactly why the dating rumors just got louder, even without any official confirmation. The moment looked calm, controlled, and surprisingly low-key, which is what makes people pay attention. It didn't feel like a random run-in. And the biggest curiosity point isn't just, were they in the same place? It's the growing pattern of how they're being seen. Brief, quiet appearances that raise questions without answering them. Here's what's publicly visible. On Monday afternoon, around 1 p.m. local time, Kim and Lewis were filmed pulling up to a hotel in Paris. They arrived in an SUV, and they weren't alone. Both appeared to be traveling with their teams. That detail matters because it instantly changes the vibe. When high-profile people are genuinely just passing through, you often see a messy, unplanned moment. This looked more organized, smooth arrival, minimal attention, and no obvious attempt to turn it into a public statement. And that leads to the question everyone is asking in a more careful, responsible way. If this is nothing, why does it look so coordinated? Of course, coordination doesn't automatically mean romance. It can also mean shared schedules, overlapping commitments, or simply convenience. But when two global celebrities keep showing up in the same timeline, in the same city, moving in the same direction, people start connecting dots. Sometimes correctly, sometimes not. Another piece that's been discussed in public reporting is the travel angle. Some reports claim they flew in together from the UK on a private jet. If true, that would suggest shared logistics rather than a coincidence. But it's important to keep the language accurate here. That detail has been described as reported, not confirmed by either of them. And right now, that distinction is the whole story. Because the rumor is being fueled by a mix of what's seen on camera and what's said by unnamed sources. So what's behind the UK angle? One report described a UK stay that sounded intentionally private, framed as a quiet romantic-style getaway at a luxury hotel and country club setting in the Cotswolds. Specific claims included things like booking a couple's massage and having private access to wellness areas such as the spa and pool. Again, those are claims attributed to sources, not on-the-record statements, so they should be treated as unverified. But even as reported, they fit a consistent pattern: controlled spaces, limited visibility, and environments designed for privacy. And that pattern is what keeps the curiosity loop open, because if you step back, this isn't a loud headline with a hard confirmation. It's something more subtle: repeated proximity, careful discretion, and moments that are public enough to be noticed but not explained. That in-between zone is exactly where celebrity dating speculation thrives, especially when neither person confirms or denies, and the visuals do just enough to keep people watching. There's also a practical reason this pairing grabs attention beyond gossip. Their worlds are very different. One is a reality TV to business empire powerhouse with constant media coverage. The other is an elite athlete with global brand partnerships and a schedule that moves across countries. If they were spending time together, the logistics alone would be complicated. Different calendars, different security considerations, different levels of access. But that's also why the sightings feel interesting. Both are experienced at managing attention, which means if they're being seen, it might be because they're not treating it like an emergency to hide. At the same time, it's worth saying clearly, a single hotel arrival doesn't prove a relationship. Even multiple reports don't equal confirmation. The most responsible framing is this: there is public footage of them arriving at the same place at the same time, and there are reports describing additional private time and shared travel, but there is no official statement from either of them. So the story right now is not, they are definitely together. It's people are watching because the details line up in a way that feels intentional. And now we're at the point where the next move matters more than the last sighting. Because these stories usually go one of two ways. Either it fades, no more shared appearances, no more overlapping timelines, and everyone moves on. Or it slowly becomes more visible through small controlled moments. Another sighting, another shared destination, a subtle acknowledgement, or a public outing that feels casual but clearly signals something. The most interesting part here isn't a dramatic reveal, it's how modern celebrity relationships can live in that quiet space between public and private, where one short clip can create a week of conversation. Until either Kim or Lewis confirms anything, the clean takeaway is simple. We have sightings and reports, not a definitive answer. Now, the real question is what happens next? Do we see another shared appearance that strengthens the pattern, or does everything go quiet again? If you want a continuation, the next video can map the timeline in a clean way. What's confirmed by visuals, what's only been reported, and what's still just speculation, so you can follow the story, hook, first 20 to 30 seconds. Kim Kardashian and Lewis Hamilton were spotted arriving at a Paris hotel together, and that single moment is exactly why the dating rumors are getting louder. They haven't confirmed anything, so this isn't a hard launch story. It's a pattern story. Timing, movement, and how intentionally low-key everything looked. The detail that keeps people curious is simple. This didn't feel like two celebrities accidentally crossing paths. It looked like cameras catching up to something already in motion.